That's an extra queen, yeah. That's because, and I'll get into that in a little bit. You might need an extra one just in case. Yep, exactly. The bishops to go right next to the kings there. The king's always not going to go on its color, so you're going to put the king off of his color there. Yep. The knights, that might be the trickiest one to learn, but we'll get to that in a second.
Do you want them to start playing, or did you want them to go through the lesson?
Oh no, we can definitely start playing, guys, and see as you go here, and I'm just going to help him a little bit. Perfect, yep. Now with the pawns are your most simple. Only go one for the most part. Now off the get-go, from the start, you do have the right to go two if you need to. Only from the start. You can never do it again, but you do have the right to go up one and up another one on the first start of the game there. Your bishops are very powerful. They cannot jump over. I'm just going to show you here for practical purposes.
Hopefully that works and y'all can hear
me.
The
bishop goes diagonally, and that means it can only go on its own color. So if it's a light squared bishop, it will always stay on the light squares. It will never go on the dark squares, but it can go as far as it wants to, backwards or forwards. So a very powerful piece there.
That could be very powerful for protecting.
Yep, exactly.
If you're in a bad position, the diagonal is very good.
And putting pressure for sure. Now the dark one, same thing, can only stay on his dark squares.
Take pieces?
So any piece that it can see, it can take. So for example, if my pawn is here, I can take this on its own diagonal. Only if it's on its own diagonal, for example. But it can go as far as it needs to take that piece. Now with the rook, similar, it can go as far as it wants to, but it is vertical. It's even more powerful.
So it has to be like here or here.
Exactly. Yep. Well, you're picking up a lot faster than my grandpa does. So, vertical and horizontal. So that's great to have there. The rook is a little bit more powerful than the knight and the bishop, so you definitely want to be careful and protect him. The queen is
It's basically you can't go wrong with the queen.
Yep, yeah, you can't go wrong. The queen is going to be the bishop and the rook combined, so it can go diagonally.
It can go horizontal.
It can do anything except what the knight can do.
Yeah.
Now the knight
can't jump.
The knight is the most important, the most special, and also some of the hardest to learn. We do have this little game here for you to help you up. It's an L. So the knight is the only piece that can jump over a piece. Now the way it captures, because the L, you can think of a knight as an L. So 1, 2, over. It can go up 2, over, up to this way. It can even go backwards if you need to go like this way. As long as you follow an L shape, any kind of L, it's 2 squares up, 1 over. That's how the knight can go. Now with a knight capturing something, for example, you can definitely either say if the knight was there, if her pawn was here, your knight would be able to capture it because it's only where the knight lands can it capture. So for example, if the pawn is here and you're going like this, well, you don't capture it. It's only if exactly. It's only where the knight lands can you capture it.
Here and then go boom. No, not even. No, right here and then.
Yep, it would have to be here or here for you to capture it. So the knight is very powerful for forking pieces and attacking 2 pieces at the same time. Lastly, your king, this is like the most important guy. He's kind of weak. He's kind of like an old man. He only goes one at a time, but he can go diagonal. He can go sideways. He can go forwards, but you want to protect him. He's not meant to really get out.
But if I was slower, but I still have my juking ability to juke up.
There you go, yeah. He is the general, and then the general never wants. You don't want the general really on the front line, so you're going to want to hide and protect your king.
He says stuff, you know? He just commands the forces.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Now with the general, you ideally want to keep him protected in the corners. So that's where if she can get you what's called check. So say we play a little game here, like something like here. If this, for example, is called a check. So whenever a piece can attack your king and see it, that's check.
But I can move out of it.
Yep.
Checkmate. I lost the game. No.
Exactly. You got it. Exactly. So you can always block a check or you try to move the king out of the way of the check. But that's basically how you win the game or lose the game is with checkmate. All right. So you guys have this guy also, Trey, can help you too. These are programs about each of the pieces, how to kind of practice moving them and all that good stuff. I'll give you lesson 2 as well if I have lesson 2. Yep. I'll give you one of these because this also talks about someone moving the pieces. So you definitely read these.
See.
And you, I take it, already kind of know a little bit. So you know the pieces.
Yeah, I don't think I'm good.
Do you guys know castling and all that kind of stuff?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so castling, just for fun's sakes, is we're gonna pretend like these are out of here. If you have not moved your king or your rook yet, castling will allow you to set your king in the corner to protect it. It goes like when you castle king side, you go 1, 2, and you bring the rook over here. This is the only move that you can do 2 pieces at one time, and it's only in a certain limited situations. But it's a great way to protect your king because, like I said, you don't want your general out and about. You want your general protected in the corner so you don't get checkmated there. So castling on the king side can be 1, 2, and over like that. Castling on the queen side would be 1, 2, and then move all the way like this. So you can castle either way, but once you move your rook or once you move your king, you can no longer castle. So that's why early on in the game, it's good to try to force your opponent's king to move, because once he moves, he loses the right to castle. We'll get into it more when we practice and stuff like that. But alrighty, guys. So, for example, we'll try a little start game here. Like, you obviously white always goes first there. So that guy cannot jump over. So this guy will have to stick behind. That's why it's good to open up your pawns in the middle so you can get that guy out.
I know. I just noticed it now, and I was like, oh no.
Ah.
I can't do it.
So yeah, you're a little in a pickle now. You're in a pickle, but now how can you block? What 2 pieces could you block with? Yep, that guy for sure. Yep, that guy, as well as the knight and the queen. But you don't want to block with your queen. You don't want to give up. You don't want to give up your most powerful piece. So you can block with the knight or the bishop there. Both are perfectly legal to go, and that's an even trade. Knights and bishops are considered about equal, about the same material. Yep, and that's perfectly fine. That's your decision to make. And now she does not have to take you. Just because you can take in chess, it's not checkers. So she does not have to take you. Sometimes it's not the best move to take. Sometimes it is the best move to take. But that's great. Let me set up my. Yep.
So I had her check. Can she take my queen?
Yep. So that's why you always want to make sure you protect the queen, always before you defend it there, because.
Yeah, I mean, I took her.
No worries there, but yes, she can. She can. The king can definitely protect itself as long as the other piece is not protected by another. The king can never voluntarily put itself in check. So if this was the case, that the king could not take because that would be putting itself in the check of the pawn. But now, yes, he's going to be. I'm going to set this guy up here too for everybody to see. Let me grab these pieces here so everybody. I'm going to set this up so everybody can kind of see me and stuff. Back into my little. Actually, I'm looking for the little pieces here on the board. Uh-oh. Here we are. This is what I was looking for, so everybody can kind of see. Once we start kind of going down in the theory, this will be able to help them see what I'm doing. I'm going to give them a minute. In the wrong slot. Yeah, the king can do anything the queen can, but it's like an old man. It can only do one square at a time. So I can't do it nearly as well as the queen can, but he can move in any direction there. but not the knight. No other piece can do what the knight can do. That's like the one exception there.
Oh, no, that would be bad. This is just like a stuffed area.
All right.
This guy.
Is this guy working? This works? You guys hear it? Okay. All right. Have you guys played before? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Nice. Every day. Okay. Oh, nice. This well, you might already know a lot of this stuff. Then they're good. Definitely have tactics here.
It's been like 3 years since I played chess, so I'm a little rusty.
Oh, that's okay. Well, definitely we'll give some refreshers and everything like that here for sure. I'm just gonna snag this guy. Basic lessons.
As long as it's in the L. The only piece that can't go backwards is pawn.
Well, that would be bad.
So, okay, so what do we do here? Just check it out. Oh, right. So, I want to make sure. So it's sometimes you get yes. There are occasions when you want to make sure you still got some protection.
I don't know. Did you see how it's here? That's just the area where I eat your
Perfect. Okay.
Yep. There you go.
In exchange for your pawn, you would get my pawn. But I already have your
You picked up the
knight,
pieces
so-
pretty quick, pretty easily. So
Pretty quick, right?
Yeah. There you go. Let them finish and open up. I'm just gonna do a little less on like central control and stuff like that here in a second. Just gonna make sure that he kind of gets a sense of like what pieces can do what. Yeah, he's way faster than like my grandparents and my mom trying to teach her. He's already pretty got it. Yeah.
Already got it done.
He's pretty got it.
Yeah.
There you go. Finally good.
So that's fine for me.
There you go. Oh, you got a knight. There you go.
I'm fine with that. Now you only have one knight.
I'll put these guys over here.
No, wait, it's my turn. Oh. Dang it! Now just
I
told
made
you
sure to
my
get the triple weighted pieces so they don't fall over and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's too bad. I like the board, man.
Just matters. That's why I always grew up playing with like tournaments, competitions, you know, because you can roll them up easily. Everybody has their own bag and all that good stuff there.
Can't cross your pawn.
Can't jump over?
Open spaces. There you go.
Yeah, you can't eat your own guy, unfortunately.
Right.
Unfortunately. I'm gonna have.
Okay.
I'll give you one of these too, my man. If you refresher on the pieces, like you, are you pretty confident like how the pieces move and all that kind of stuff? Okay. And this guy, I'm gonna give you one of these too. If you've been playing a while, my man, I'll give you one of these. This is like a book of tactics and stuff like that from my coach back in the day. Let me see, lesson one, and then we'll keep. You guys just finish your game, and we'll start here in a little bit here.
I can't get my pawn.
Okay, you go.